Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And off we go in Santa Clara. Fielded just shy of the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go! Bison, 60 Bison.
Purdy setting up that play action. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Set.
Young on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
Fight 60. Hey, computer. Cut.
On the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. An 8-yard pickup on the play. They at least headed the right way, but it's 3rd and 13.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And the 49ers in a dime set now. 3rd down coming.
Ready. Steal. Check steal. Check steal.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
60 Bobcat.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Set. Viking 18.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Another try following the sack. This will be caught by Kelly. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Purdy gonna go on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ultra.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go. Hey, check mega. Smash. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Fight, 97. Let's go now. Ready.
Young throwing here. He finds Sanders. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here.
Two blaster, 10 cycles. 43 rail.
Play action now, Young. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the Panthers with 3rd and 5.
On the double. 12, 10. Let's go. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Here we go. Black Ultra. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Yellow. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 5. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Dumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Young on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
22 middle. Here we go. Set. Hey, go steal. Set.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Set.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
17. Drill, 52. Hut.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Ready up.
Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down.
60. Set, ready. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and you get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Come on, set. Ready.
From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
On the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Blue striker. Blaster, 6. Black shot. Ready.
3rd and long, Young. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they take him down right along the 30. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
6, mega, 43 rail. Set.
Young working from the gun. Complete to Tremble. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Trouble, 38. Let's go. Ready?
Back to throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Purdy on 1st down. Reeled in by George Kittle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Back to pass on 2nd and short. Hits his running back. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That throw finds Kittle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers pushing to get within range for a game winner. From the 44 here on second down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now a give to Garindo. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
19, Tiger. Go.
Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. On the give, it's Garindo. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Cougar 19. Panther 11.
Looking to throw it. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Panther 60. Panther 70 range. 70 range.
Throwing now. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Panthers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
50 Fury. Here we go. Red, yellow. Set, go.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he gets the first before stopping the clock, and even 20 seconds to go. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Striker, 3-3. Ready. Claude red. Cut.
Here's 2nd and 5. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Set. Eagle blue. Strike it. Strike it. Set.
Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. This game now resting on the attempt from Eddie Pinheiro. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick is good. He got it. And that, folks, is your game winner. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the Superdome. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing at the start. Here's Carr. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Carr to throw. That's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And I think this is going to be a matchup they exploit the rest of the game. They go to it here early to test it. And I think with those results, it's something they should continue to come back to, because I'm not sure the defense has a matchup for that running back.
Throwing is Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Kansas City. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Attack!
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Yellow. Attack!
From the gun, Piron. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. His first throw is an interception. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Purdy throwing here to start. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Moody knocks it through. And they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Hardman with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow! Hey, yellow, go gun. Outside!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Mahomes trying to get after the pick. Escapes the pocket. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Play action, Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. It's Mahomes. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Kelce makes the catch. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs pushing for points. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow. Hey, rip lift.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first.
70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Purdy throwing here on first. That's complete. Here's Cowie. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here. From the 27. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Play action now with Purdy. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He's got it at the 30. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Such an exciting play lost because of that penalty. And this offense now left to think of their next call as they make the long walk back down the field. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Purdy setting up that play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six. You get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. Mahomes throwing for 2. And this is going to be caught, so they get the 2, and now trail by only 2. All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 there instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Justin Reed with the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Okay, ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He'll get this one to Cowie. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Rice, the motion man right. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, it just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide, or when they use him as a runner, if someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
15.
Right back to Pacheco. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7.
Yellow. 15.
They'll run here following the penalty. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Hey, 57.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's Pacheco again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Blitz coming. Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Back to throw it. He rolls to his right. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Yellow, yellow.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Fire down these two.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, 43. Hey, Riblet.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Hey, 57.
Here he is to throw. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
On Sunday.
Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That throw finds Kittle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
18 Cardinals. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. The 50. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Let's go now. Go.
After the pick, Purdy back to the air. And they got there in time. He's taken down. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Here he is to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Trap roll 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
He'll look to throw it. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. Fits it through the middle. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
One final shot here. This will be caught by Cowie. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
79 Broncos.
It's a pistol snap for Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Huntley. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7.
Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing, Huntley. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
It is 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Now, I'm going. Back to 60. Check.
Once again, it's Achane. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Huntley now. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Huntley. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Throwing on. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Purdy now on 2nd down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line.
On the set.
First and 10.
Unlock Ryan. Get it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Now. 1918, Warrior 70, Cougar 19.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And third down coming up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
They get 24 on that one. Good for a Dolphins first down.
19, Charger, 19.
Here's Achane. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Third and long. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
On the jump. Let's go. Ready.
Here's Huntley. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Ready.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll get about 5.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Huntley. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Now Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Alert! Alert! Big Lion. Go, Rig! Go!
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, break!
Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the 1st half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Come on, come on.
To throw is Huntley. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So, final seconds of this 1st half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Purdy. So we're at the half, and the visiting Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Here comes a return from the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll give it to Garendo. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go! Bronco 80.
Throwing is... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Ready, set.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
60 by 6. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first and 10, it's Achane. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. They face second down and 7.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's going to take this all the way home. Raheem Mostert, touchdown Dolphins. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Ready, break. Tracking 60. 70, timber whoop. Come on. Set. Ready.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
On second down, Purdy. And he's going to be close to a first down, up to the 34.
Let's go.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 6 Mustang 19. Check out.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. Open man is Conley. He's got it. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
Those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here?
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's Purdy. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it is back to a one-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Alert!
From the pistol, here's Achan. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready? Bring it. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Now the first carry here for Jeff Wilson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hill brought in motion. They run on the jet sweep. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. As they'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on third down. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
Ready?
On the carry, here's Achan. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right.
Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. No one around. He's got space. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, 73.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
63, man.
The give here on second. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep the football, but lose a significant amount of yardage on the play. Well, they're going to face 4th down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved them.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And this is picked up by the 49ers. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
Purdy throwing here to start. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, set.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Ready.
From the gun is Purdy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
19 Tiger, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Offense up to the line fast. First down, a run with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working quickly here. Second and 10 now. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They'll try it right with Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for him here. This ball's caught by Uzama. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's complete. Here's Cowie. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. They send a man in motion. Purdy setting up that play action. This will be caught by Cowie. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers with first and 10. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
60 Eagles, 60.
From the 36. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10.
Ready? Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 70 Lion. Go.
Purdy throwing here. Kittle brings it in. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Head to 60. Head to 60. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT up and good for Moody. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Kickoff taken at the 3. Well, some trickery here on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Great.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw it. Gets everything he has under this throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Eagles are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go! Hup.
Garindo running between the tackles. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check go.
Going to the ground again on first. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Come on, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Get up.
From the 42. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Take it a short gain and turn it into an explosive play.
70. Ready?
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Garindo goes up and over for the touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Blitz coming here. Hurts. Flush down out to his left. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers are able to get the Well, they don't call them the faithful for nothing, Brock. Fans numbering 70,000 strong have made the trek to Santa Clara, and they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi's Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. And his first pass falls incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Russ. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger, 70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
Handoff headed right. It's Garindo. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Set. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Purdy to throw it. Into the hands of Kittle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
5, 6, 6, 70. Cowboy 80.
So before the play clock has a chance to expire, Kyle Shanahan signals timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, set.
Now it's Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Play action now with Purdy. He beams one deep right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Harris. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Alert, 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 alert. Quick. Start.
Wilson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Buys time, rolling right. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Once more, it's Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. A very short kick here from the right hash. Dicker connects there. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 from the 41.
19. Tiger, 19, Tiger. Here we go, here we go. 70 Lion. 70 Timberwolf. Check go.
From the gun is Purdy. That finds Jacob Cowie. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Purdy on first down. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now a give to Garindo. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle.
60 Bison, Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Set up. Viking 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Steelers will take over with a long field ahead. They're at the 12-yard line. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond that 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Spot that, spot that. Start.
Play action, it's Wilson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for George Pickens that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
14, got it.
Russ now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Steelers calling their first time out. 2nd and 3 now.
Got it.
Ross off the play fake. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. He fires one deep down the left sideline. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Cougar 19. Hut.
Purdy throwing here. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
At the 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Take go.
Purdy setting up that play action. Kittle brings it in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
60 Eagle. Viking 18. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Trap 60, Trap 60. Warrior 70. Get up.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Called in by Garindo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
19, Tiger.
Offense up to the line fast. On the give, it's Garindo. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
Cougar 19. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up 2nd down.
Viking 18. Go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80. Hut, hut.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lion. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready?
To throw again, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready, ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Hut.
Now it's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Cordarrelle Patterson now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Freiermuth there to bring it in.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap for Wilson. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. 60 by Cowboy 80. Check go.
From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Working quickly here.
Viking 18.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
This is Garindo. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48.
70 Lion.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Shot alert, trap alert. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. George Pickens the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hut, hut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get this one to Cowie. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready. Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Hurry.
Trying to set this up quick.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Viking 18.
First down throw by Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the carry, it's Garindo. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there.
Let's go.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
70 Lion. 70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60.
From the red zone now. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
35.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers gonna win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Santa Clara. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer. Panther 60. Panther ready.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. 3rd and 5.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Here's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. Purdy going to give this to Guerrero. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Hiking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Take go.
1st and 10. Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready up. Set up. 79 Bronco. 19 Lion. Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, it's Purdy. A throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Out of the gun. It's Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Tiger. Go.
4th down, it's Purdy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Back's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And he will score! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So after one, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready? 70 Lions. Ready?
Purdy on first down. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Purdy now on second down. That's over the middle to Kittle. Now a 3rd and 2. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Hustle, hustle. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Take over.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion,